Hey guys, it's Andrew with the Avalon Legacy, and today I have the part 2, technically, of my last video. I'm showing my Japanese extras binder. This one's a lot more, I guess, complete, quote-unquote, because it has all the Japanese holos that I've collected as well. You know, they're not split between a separate holo binder like my English one was. So, like, you know, I have some base set holos, you know, Neo holos, stuff like that in this binder. So we will go through it, and you know, I'll talk about cards and stuff like I did for pretty much all binder videos. So yeah, as you can see, I have the Southern Island postcards that I got when I was younger. I put them in there, or I got them from the Southern Islands 3-pack things that they came in. So I got the Togepi one and the Mew one, and those are, well, you'll see. Those are two of the ones that I still kept. Basically, I do have a complete set, which I'll show you pretty much immediately. So you open it, and the first thing is Southern Islands, just like in the English binder. So they, you know, they complement each other that way. So the Togepi and the Mew and the Vileplume on the next page are the only 3 of this set that were. Actually, this Mew is my second copy. My original copy I still have in my Mew collection. But the Togepi and the Vileplume are the only 2 that I kept from my childhood. I got a second set of these from my friend's wife, Di, who is my friend also. But so I got that from her a long time ago, and here it is. So yeah, Southern Islands is great. That's, you know, that's why I wanted to put it as the first thing in each of these binders to like complement each other. So the Togepi is my original from childhood, and so is the Vileplume. Oh, this Vileplume, not this one. So out of this 18 card set, the Togepi is the only one that was my original when I was younger. So yeah, I don't have to talk about those too much, obviously. So starting here, I have like extra like special promo cards or like additional cards that weren't like in main sets, basically. Mostly promo cards. So like there's this Meowth with the red R Team Rocket symbol, no rarity. That was a magazine promo or something. It was like a peelable, kind of like the Vending Series. And then I have, so this, and this were from my original copies of the respective, you know, releases. So like the Southern Islands, the Neo 1 promo file, and the Neo 2 promo file, which I do have second copies of both of those. I've shown those in a video before, I'm pretty sure. But these are my originals from when I was younger. And then I have this Unknown J, which I bought this recently. I think it was at the end of 2021 or 2022. I think it was 2021. I bought this finally on eBay. This was the first card that I remember like specifically searching for when I discovered what eBay was back in like, I don't know, 2001, 2002 or something. I don't even remember when it was exactly. But I remember being in my cousin's house in their dad's office, and we used his computer to go on eBay. And I'm pretty sure my dad told us about eBay, and like we were just like fascinated with it. So we went on eBay and searched a bunch of things. This was the first thing that I remember searching. I was like, because Unknown J was one of 2 of the original Unknown that wasn't released like in a Neo set. So I was like, oh, I want Unknown J. Like, you know, I was like, I loved Unknown, and I still do. And I just needed, I needed to see what it looked like, and I, you know, saw this, and I was like, this is awesome. And then it eventually came out in the Pokemon 3 VHS release. So yeah, it's just, this card means a lot to me because of that. It's very significant. And, you know, obviously I buy things on eBay all the time. I'm like an eBay fiend. And then this Kecleon. So this is Gens 1 and 2. This is here because it was an E-Series card. This was one of 4 Pokemon from Gen 3 that were released in the E-Series as like preview cards. So like there was this, there's a Whalmer from the Versus 5 deck, movie 5 deck, and then the 2 Latios and Latios. Those are the only 4 Pokemon that were released like in Gen 2 era from Gen 3. And then this Pichu from McDonald's, which is adorable. So yeah, there's those. And then the next page is Gen 3 EX era. So I have the Mew and the Lucario from the gift battle set thing. This is my second copy of this one. I have this Lucario with the Mew and Lucario movie stamp. And then these 3 Reggies from the movie as well. Different release, slightly different release. But it's like the anime art from that poster. And then I have the players' owner Celebi, which is awesome. And same thing with the Jirachi, the owner's Jirachi from the players' promos. So I also have the Mew, obviously, because I collect Mew. So I have all 3 of those, which is sick. These are 2 of my favorite. One of my favorite Celebi cards, one of my favorite Jirachi cards. And then another one of my favorite Jirachi cards, so this is from Hidden Legends in English. They just put it in the main set, but it was part of like a deck release in Japanese. And it has, I don't know if you might not be able to tell. I'll try and get it on the camera a little bit. But it has like holo around the like text box and the borders like a Gold Star would, which is sick. When I saw that, I was like, I need this card. So I bought it. I think I bought it at the same time as these. I think it was the same seller. But this is gorgeous. I love the English card is like my favorite card from Hidden Legends. It's just so gorgeous with the dual type. And this was the first set that Jirachi was in. Well, technically it was in Team Aqua versus Team Magma, but that was like a special English thing that they did. Yeah, but I love this card. It's first edition. I don't know if they even came in unlimited because it was a special deck or whatever. But yeah, really sick card. Same thing. Those are all sick too. And then I have there's a Blastoise, which is the Pop Series 1 or 2 art, but in Japanese it was like a just a regular promo thing. And it's number 001 for PCGP. So it was the first like EX era promo, which is cool. And then I have this Lugia from Poke Park. It was from the Lugia's Swinging Ship ride, which is cool. I love how he looks like all purple instead of his regular colors. It's very interesting. Not shiny, but still really cool. And then I have this Groudon EX from the deck. That was in... Oh, what set was that in? Not Emerald. Was it Emerald? Oh my god, I forgot. I think it's EX Emerald that came in. And then Gen 4... So I have this Palkia from the players' promos. I used to say that this was a shiny Palkia. It does really look like one, but for some reason Palkia and like its promo art and stuff, like especially in the anime, they use like partial shiny colors for it for some reason instead of like its actual like in-game colors. I don't know why they did that. Same thing with this card. I also thought that because it's by Masakazu Fukuda, who did all the gold stars. So I was like, this is shiny, blah blah blah. But I have accepted that it's not actually shiny. It's one of those weird circumstances where it's like slightly different color than normal, but not officially shiny. And then what else on here? This is my favorite Rotom form. I have all 3 of the reprint Pikachu. 2 of them I pulled from a Bonds Beyond Time box that we opened on the channel. Oh my god, I forget which ones. I think it was these 2. And then I had to buy the Surfing Pikachu separately, I'm pretty sure. But I love all 3 of these cards. They're non-holo in English, or in Japanese technically. And in English they have the holo in the frame like a regular holo, but in Japanese they just have like a very faint sparkle foil. You can barely even see it. I don't even know if you guys can tell. But yeah, really cool. All first edition, which is ironically less rare than unlimited in Japanese. And then starting Gen 5 and Gen 6. So I have this Eevee from a Gym Challenge promo. I have the Espeon and Umbreon from that like 9-card set they did. I bought them specifically before they were announced in English because I didn't think they would even come out in English, and then they did. But I'm glad to have them because they're non-holo. You can see the art better. The Umbreon's adorable. And then I got this Raichu. This is actually pretty rare. It's in not very good condition. I got it for stupid cheap a long time ago. But this is one of 2 black and white promos that were planned but never released in English. They were supposed to be, I think it was black and white 99 and 100 or 98 and 99 or something. And they just never came out, like, for some reason. Same thing with this Pangoro. This came out in one of the XY, like, extra decks that they did. And it just never came out in English. And it's by one of my favorite artists, Hitoshi Riga, who actually designed Pangoro. So I was like, I need this card. And then I got some XY movie promos, all 4 of these. The Darkrai and Yveltal, I think were extras from an eBay sale. I bought the Clef Key specifically because I love it. I think it's non-holo in English, so it was a holo Japanese promo, which is sick. But then they included the Yveltal, Darkrai, and Xerneas, like, for fun. I'm like, oh, sick. You know, I love the stamps on there. I'll show you the Clef Key up close. Yeah, it's sick. And Clef Key is one of my favorite Pokemon, so I just wanted to get it. All right, and then, I have the, this Braixen from one of the XY decks that has the Fennekin stamp there. And then this Blastoise was from the 20th anniversary like starter deck reprint they did. It's technically a secret rare. I'll show you. It's 73 out of 72, if you can see there. So it was technically like a secret rare. They made a third variant of the deck after the first two that were Venusaur and Charizard based. And they made a third variant that was Blastoise, so it contained, some extra water cards as secret rare cards, which is hilarious. And Blastoise is my favorite of the three original starters, so. And then Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield. I just have this random gem promo Raticate. I actually pulled this from a promo pack that a Japanese seller included as an extra. And it's like the only like hit card from those. There was a 1 GX in these gym sets and then like 5 other like non-GX cards. Then I got this Shaman I really like. It's by Shoko Nakagawa. This was never released in English. So that's a pretty cool stamped like Japanese exclusive thing. And I just have this extra Mew. I don't remember why I have an extra one of that from the Celebrations 25th anniversary set. And then I have the Zeraora. This is from Start Deck 100. I bought this randomly just because for some reason I thought that the Start Deck 100 cards weren't going to come out in English. I don't know why I thought that. So I just have that. I have this Korokoro stamped Mew VMAX, or Pikachu VMAX. That's the second one by Akiragawa. Much better than the original. I have a random shiny Zigzagoon that a seller sent me as an extra, and same thing with this Crobat. Someone just sent this to me as an extra from an eBay sale, which is very nice of them. It's my only Japanese shiny VMAX, so that's pretty sick. All right, and then we get into, wow, I talked a long time for barely anything. This is more straightforward, though. We have base set. So base set, jungle, fossil, going through all those. So most of these I pulled from childhood, and I just have in this binder. I'm not trying to complete these. But this Raichu I did buy this past September at a convention. These I've had these two since childhood. This one I got in like 2010, 2012, I think it was maybe, from Choices, childhood memorabilia shop. I've got Alakazam and then Jungle. It looked kind of funny because these should be down here, but I wanted them to be in the middle. So Jungle Holos. We got Fossil over here. The Dragonite is gorgeous, as always. I'm missing Dark Vaporeon. I have the other two, and Eevee. So I put like random common cards to like fill in spots, to match evolution lines and stuff. So I have all three of the Rocket, Dragonite line. I have the Dark Gyarados, Dark Dugtrio, and Dark Arbok. These are three of my like most childhood like nostalgic cards because Dark Gyarados was the first card that my friend Colin pulled from a Team Rocket pack before I even knew about Dark Pokemon, before I even knew about the Team Rocket set. And he pulled this and he showed it to me and was like freaking out, and I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, new cards, That was one of my first like, oh my God, there's new Pokemon card moments, And he introduced me to the card shop that was in our childhood town called Omni. And we just, went there for a million times over the years. Got so many good cards from them. And then this Dark Dugtrio I pulled out of my first Team Rocket pack. I was at my cousin's again, and I opened it. And it was this card. And I already love Dugtrio, so I was just so happy to pull this. This is the same copy. I believe the Dark Gyarados is the same copy that Colin pulled and traded to me. I could be wrong. It looks like in too good of condition to be the same one, but the Dark Dugtrio is definitely my same copy that I had when I was younger. And then the Dark Arbok, this was one of the first Team Rocket cards that I saw at a card stand at the mall. And it was like way overpriced. It was like $20 or something, And I really wanted it, but I was like fascinated by it because it looked different than a regular Arbok, you know, the pattern and the color. I was just like so enamored with it. Like, it's just so good. So I love all three of those. And then I have some gym. These are the no symbol from the deck, the Lieutenant Surge deck. They got more gym holos here. The Blaine is the no rarity one from the deck. Giovanni's from the set. I have the Japanese Rockets Mewtwo. I got those down there. I love the Blaine's Arcanine's also no symbol. That's a great card. It's sick. That was the first card to do 120 damage in the card game. And Rocket's Mewtwo was the first one to have 3 attacks. Then I got Vending Series. I've had the Raichu and the Electabuzz since I was a kid, and same thing with the Extra Rule. The rest of them I pretty much pulled or bought online. Yep, and then we have more Vending Series. I have the deck build list thing for Unknown Dungeon or whatever it's called. It's not actually called that. We used to call that when we were kids. It's, you know, Cerulean Cave where Mewtwo is. We used to always call it the Unknown Dungeon. I don't know if anyone else called it that, but that's what we used to say. And then I'm working on a complete set of Neo Genesis because the Neo era is the most nostalgic for me out of any era in Pokemon. And Gold and Silver is my favorite game, so I'm only missing the Meganium Holo. That's the only card I'm missing. Everything else I have. So you got the Blossom Holo there. Jumpluff, Typhlosion, my favorite of the 3 starters. Heracross, Kingdra. Just the Neo era is just so there's something about the both the simplicity and the evolution of Gen 1 just like it's just perfection to me. Like, oh my god. Like I look at these cards and it's just like it takes me back because Neo, you know, I was buying Neo packs in Japanese for so long before they came out in English, and then it was like a second coming. Like when they came out in English, it was like oh now we're going, like it's here. Like, you know, Japanese, you see the cards, you're like, you know, you don't know the Pokemon yet, but then you play the games and then the English comes out and you're like, oh my god, I know these Pokemon now. That's just so sick. The Mareep line in particular, Ampharos is my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon. I see these cards and like these just they are the epitome of the Neo era for me, like Gen 2. Like they're just so like they're so classic Pokemon designs, and they just like something about these cards specifically. And the Pichu too, like the Pichu. I think I pulled this at the mall. I got a pack from one of the card stands, and they were still they were stupid overpriced back then. They were like $20 a pack or whatever. Like it was a big deal. Like kind of echoing what's going on right now with Prismatic Evolutions. Like it's just like even back then people were price gouging. Like it's crazy. We got Zoomeril and Feraligatr over here. Ampharos, obviously. Pichu. And I love the baby Pokemon too. Like they're just such a fun addition. Slowking over there. That's a lot. That's expensive in English. First edition. Steelix. The first Steel type card, obviously first Dark type cards. That was a big deal. Skarmory. Steelix was the first Pokemon with 110 HP after, you know, they were only doing 100 and 120 before. I love the Onyx artwork there too. It's so good. I love the Sudowoodo too. That artwork's really good. The background is like a, you know, weird optical illusion kind of. I love the Clefairy just by itself. Like it's so cute because of the Cleffa. Where's the Cleffa's on this page? Yeah, I love the Cleffa. I love the Togepi, Togetic Holo, and then obviously the Lugia on the bottom there. Oh, amazing. This is my childhood copy right here. Same thing with the Togetic. Actually, pretty sure most of the Holos are my childhood copies, except for I bought the Skarmory more recently. Slowking I bought more recently. I didn't have that when I was younger. There's no Holo fighting types. That's sad. I think there's a Holo of every type except fighting. Wow, how sad. I don't know who they would have even done anyway. They should have made a Sudowoodo a Holo. But yeah, very good. Yep, I have all the trainers. I have the band Moo Milk. Yeah, more trainers. I got all 3 energies. I'm going to put the Neo Intro. I want 3 Neo Intro pack cards here because some of those cards didn't even come out in America. So, yeah, need those. And then Gen 2, Neo Discovery, my favorite set. my favorite Neo set. Specifically because of the Japanese one, because it had Dark Raichu. And it's just so vivid. The second set coming out, introducing the Unknown, who I loved. And the Espeon and Umbreon, obviously. Dark Raichu, one of my favorite cards of all time. One of my top 10 favorite cards of all time. I'm still missing some cards, obviously. The Espeon, the Beedrill and Butterfree were non-holo in English, but they were holo in Japanese, so they look really sick. Yeah, very good. Kabutops down there. Espeon, Unknown A. This card I got from my first ever card show that I went to with my dad. It was a very small card show. There was maybe 10 tables, if that. It was mostly Beanie Babies, actually. That's the reason we went. And I was like, oh, maybe they'll have Pokemon cards. I was like, we have to go. I want to see if they have Pokemon cards. And I think only one of the stands had Pokemon cards, and they had packs and single cards, I think. But I bought this Unknown A as a single card. And I was just so happy because my name's Andrew, so I like Unknown A. And it was the first, it's the first Unknown, obviously. And it's the only holo Unknown, too. So I was just so happy to get it. This Unknown M, this was the first Unknown I ever pulled. I was just fascinated with it. I love how it had the Unknown in the name. I love how the ability is spelled out in Unknown. It's just so cool. And I love how it's encased in a metal protective thing, echoing its ability. It's just so cool to me. But yeah, we got the Wobbuffet holo, him on top. That was probably why they didn't do a fighting type in the first set, holo, because they needed to save it for this set. The Umbreon, of course, the granddaddy of the set. I pulled that myself from a pack at Choices in 2010 or 2012, whenever that was. I think it was 2012. And I got the Houndoom. I pulled the Tyranitar also, which is sick. And then all three of the Steel types are holos, which is awesome. I love the Magnemite. Scissors Classic. I actually really like the Fortress, too. And then the Smeargle holo over here. This I pulled at the mall. We were eating at Ruby Tuesday, and I pulled this card. It might have been when I pulled the English one. I can't remember. No, because I didn't have the English one until recently. In the past few years. Yeah, it has to be this one. I pulled it, and I love this card. I just love Smeargle. It's a great art. It has a swirl there. Just so good. And then extra Neo sets. So I'm only completing Neo 1 and 2 because they're the most nostalgic. And Neo 3 and Neo 4 are obviously more expensive because of the shinings. So I just have some extra cards I have from them. That Azumarill I pulled myself. I pulled the Crobat, the Ho-Oh, the Kingdra, Celebi, actually all of these except for the Starmie and the Magneton I had to buy. I bought the Crobat too. I just need the Aerodactyl. The Aerodactyl was a non-holo in English, but it's holo in Japanese, similar to the Starmie. But yeah, sick. That Ho-Oh is gorgeous. That's such a good artwork. The holo works so good with that. It's by Kamiya Masago, who doesn't do art anymore, sadly. Yeah, very good. Oh, the Kingdra was a non-holo in English, too. That's holo in Japanese. Okay, then we got Versus cards. So I wanted to have one from every of the trainers. So, I'm still missing Misty and Brock. But I have everyone else, all the Johto and Kanto gym leaders. I have these two TMs, one for Rocket, one for Jasmine, because she's my favorite gym leader from Gen 2. Yeah, really good. Just phenomenal set. That's really sad we didn't get in English. The Wobbuffet is holo. So I do have some of the other Versus cards. I have a 9-card page of Versus holos in my Ultra Rare Binder number 1. That's on the channel. Just because they're holo, I wanted to keep them separate, except for Wobbuffet. he didn't fit. And then we got some extras here. I want 2 more of those, and then I need a Bruno card, and I want another Lance card. I want the Dragonite, but it's expensive, so who knows if I'll actually get that. And I do have the Rainbow Energy. That's the only energy that I kept from my childhood. Versus packs are actually so nostalgic for me. I have a sealed Psychic and Fighting pack. I used to get those all the time at the mall. That's what most of these are from. I bought so many of those, as much as a young kid could buy with money. But man, it's so nostalgic. I remember the smell of those cards. I don't know if these still smell like that, but it was just so distinct. Like right when you open the pack, you could smell it. Like it was just like is perfection. It's just nostalgia, like bottled nostalgia smell. Like holy crap, man, so good. But I will never open that sealed pack I have. I will keep that sealed forever. And then we got Web Series that started technically the e-reader layout. I only have the Raichu. I want the Tangela and the Electrode specifically because they were the only artworks that were used in Pokemon TCG for Game Boy that were made into real cards with the same artwork and similar attacks. So I want to get those. But I do have some E-Series Japanese. I have this for Alligator specifically because I remember vividly pulling this at a Christmas party. I got some Expedition packs or E-Series 1 Japanese packs for like from my aunt or something. And I pulled the Feraligatr Holo, and I was like, it's such a good artwork. It's by Mitsuru Arita. And I don't have that childhood copy anymore, but I bought a second one. And this is it. And it is in like almost perfect condition. There's a little bend at the bottom, but yeah, this artwork is so good. And Feraligator's sick, obviously. So I'm just glad I have that. And I have this non-holo Steelix by Hajime Kusujima. I love that art. That's one of my favorite Steelix cards. I just pulled that in Japanese non-holo at the mall one time. And then moving on to Gen 3, I have this Mew half deck that was mixed in with Legend Maker and also the EX Trainer kit. So like there's a non-holo Banette EX, which is sick. I love when they do like like cards that are normally holo and non-holo like that. So there's all those, and then so now I have like the movie cards. So this is from the movie 6 deck with the Jirachi movie. Really good artworks. Obviously never came out in English. They were basically owner's Pokemon, owner or location Pokemon, as you can see with Farina, with the crystal thing representing that. The Salamence is sick over here. It's Butler's Salamence. And they even had like exclusive trainers of the anime characters, which is cool. Exclusive the Wishmaker thing. That's sick. That May uses. And then we got the Deoxys Movie 7 deck, which didn't come with Defense Deoxys. That was a promo, but it did come with the lenticular form-changing Deoxys card, which I have. One of my top 10 favorite cards of all time also. And that's sick Rayquaza. The Pistol and the Minun. The error... It's not an error technically because they printed it on purpose like that, but they made it a fighting type, like ground type. Because they always get it mixed up for some reason. Apparently everyone thinks Torkoal's a ground type, but he's just pure fire. Whatever. They even did that in Japanese, and they did it in Pop Series 2 or 3 or something in English. It's so funny. We got these 3 beasts. I love these. The Blastoise. What's his face? I don't remember his name in English. That lady. Metagross. I liked her. And that guy. It only says their Japanese names, obviously. But those are sick. I love those cards. Oh, and we got the Tori with Plus on Mine. That card's adorable. Man, that movie's so good. I love that movie. That's one of my favorites. That's like my second or third favorite movie for sure. And then I just got some extra Gen 3 and Gen 4 special cards. They came in either decks or like additional packs. So those are cool. We got the movie 8 deck, which is my favorite movie, the Lucario and Mew movie. I have the 2 Weavile down here, Kids Weavile, multiple. That Pidgeot by Mitsuru Arita is really sick. Yeah, pretty good. There's Aaron's, I forget what that word is, Aaron's Determination or something. Oh, and the Brock's Fortress, I actually really like that card. The art's really good. And the Dark Metal Energy, that's really sick. Alright, and then, this is a nice page. So we got some more movie cards. This is movie, what is it? 10? No. 10, 11, 12. 12, I think, was the Arceus movie. 11 was the Shaman movie. So I got Regigigas and Giratina. I need the Shaman. And then I need, I forget what 2 cards are going here, but I have the Pichu, the Spiky-eared Pichu, and then the Arceus Dialga Palkia. That's so sick. I love it. These were Pokemon SP, so they were like movie Pokemon, and they had the trainers there, or the location. That's so cool that they did that. And these, I love that Giratina. This is a unique card because it has like a title, but it doesn't have like a SP thing or anything. I think it's like Altered World Giratina or something or whatever. Yeah, something Sekai. I don't know what that kanji is, but yeah, really unique card. And then I have his altered form over here, which is cool. But these Espeon and Umbreon, oh my god, I ordered these so long ago, and they're freaking gorgeous. They were non-holos in English, but they were holos in Japanese. From EX Teamag. That's the thing. They were in Team Magma versus Aqua in Japanese, but they were put into Sandstorm in English. Which is so funny, but gorgeous cards. Same thing with this Rocket Celebi. That's one of my favorite cards, because in Japanese it's a Rocket Celebi. In English they just made it a Dark Celebi. That was dual type, and this is just a monotype Dark, which is so interesting. And it's a Rocket Pokemon, obviously. Came in the Rocket set instead of Hidden Legends. Man, early EX era was just so different, like, for Pokemon. It was crazy. And then Gen 4, I have the Giratina, and then I have SP Pokemon that I pulled from my Bonds Beyond Time box that I opened on the channel. More of those. I got this Kawaii Luxray from Arceus in Japanese. And then I have the 2 Gen 2. I opened a pack of Revived Legends, or whatever it was called in English. Or in Japanese. Not Revived Legends, the one after it. Oh, Clash at the Summit. And then a Lost Link Snorlax, which is holo in Japanese. In English, it's not holo, from Triumphant. Then we got some black and white holos that I pulled. No. I was given a free thing from... I think we did a trade from someone on YouTube back when people used to do, like, TCBMs and FCBMs. Oh, my God. Back in the day. And then I got the Shiny Collection in Japanese. It's called Shiny Collection, but they're not shiny Pokemon. It was just called that. Because in Japanese, they don't call them shiny Pokemon. It's different colored Pokemon. So yeah, I have an almost complete set of these. Well, a complete main set I have, but I'm missing. I only have the Mew and the Emolga here. Yeah, very good. We opened those. I opened those with Greg and Dai. I don't think it was on the channel, though. I don't think we recorded it. Or did we? I don't know. I don't remember. And then I just have some extra Gen 4 cards that were put into, like, Unleashed. That feels kind of random. I'm still working out some of the organization here. I want to fill all the spots, so, eventually. And then I have some Gen 6 because I opened a Japanese Emerald Break box, so I have those. And then down here I have this Arceus from... Oh, what was it called in Japanese? Legendary Dream Shine Collection or whatever. These were the promos from the Hoopa and Pikachu boxes, if you remember those. No, I take that back. No? Yeah, no, this was in... Oh my god, where did these come from? No, yeah, it was. Yes, it was the Pikachu and Hoopa EX boxes. So I just wanted, like, one of these because they have unique holo. So I have this for that, to represent that. Also, it was Concept Pack 2. So Concept Pack 1 was EX Battle Boost. So I want Concept Pack 2? No, wait. Wow, I can't remember. No, Concept Pack 1 was Double Crisis? That doesn't sound right. I think it was, though. Hold on. Concept Pack 3, 4, 5. I think it was. Anyway, yeah, Team Aqua and Team Magma cards are going here. And then Concept Pack 2 was Dream Shine Collection. And then Concept Pack 3 was Pokécune, which I do have the Charizard, which is sick. Pokécune became part of... Wow, my mind is blanking. Legendary Treasures? Right? Yes? Yeah, Legendary Treasures. Yeah, Generations was... Whoa. No. Legendary Treasures was Shiny Collection. So this was Generations. Right? Yeah. Yeah, oh my god. Yes. Okay. Anyway, I have those. And then Concept Pack 4 was a really random release. It was like World Champions pack. It was just a bunch of reprints. There was nothing new in there, which was silly. No, there was like 2 new cards. There was like the Mega Beedrill and something else. But anyway, Concept Pack 5 was something else. Was that Dream Shine Collection? My brain hurts. Anyway, Concept Pack 6 was the 20th anniversary expansion pack, Evolutions. So I bought one pack I bought 2 packs. I kept one sealed, which I still have, and the second one I opened, I got Magneton, which is cool because it's one of my favorite base set cards. Okay, and then Gen 7, I got holos because I opened a lot of Gen 7 Japanese because it was fun. I got a Shining Legends box where I pulled the Secret Rare Mewtwo, which is sick. Don't know why I didn't record it because I'm a dummy, I guess. Blah, 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 more Gen 7. I bought a lot of Gen 7 packs when I saw them like loose in place in stores and stuff. Yeah, nothing crazy there. Oh, we do have these mirror foils from those extra packs that they did. So they used to start doing like, you know, SM1 was Sun and Moon's first set, and then they did SM1 Plus, which was like an enhanced expansion pack, they called it, I think, if I remember right. And they had mirror foils in every pack, and so that was pretty cool. That's what started the mirror foil trend in Japanese, because they only did it up until this point in like special sets, like DX Battle Boost and stuff like that. But then they started doing it in main sets, so. And now they do that like every other set, pretty much. Oh, it's still special sets in English. I mean, in Japanese, actually, now that I think about it. Because 151 had, you know, Prismatic Evolution, or Terrestrial Festival. And then we have the really cool Ash versus Team Rocket, whatever you want to call it, deck thing. Lots of exclusive, like, anime arts, but also exclusive, like, just random not anime arts from, you know, typical artists. Really cool stuff. I love the Togedemaru with Pikachu, and the Rowlet is adorable. Wobbuffet with all of Team Rocket, that's really cool. The Meowth there with no Team Rocket. The Beware with all of Team Rocket too, that's really cool. The Ash with Tauros. Then you got an Ash trainer and a Team Rocket trainer. This was really expensive at one point because it was actually playable in Japanese, which was funny. Then I got the 4 energies. I don't know what I'm putting there yet. Then we got random Gen 8 holos, you know, from boxes I opened. I opened a Fusion Arts box, so I have a bunch of those. You know, sometimes sellers randomly send stuff from eBay. And then I opened a Dark Phantasma box, so I have the reverses, the Pokeball reverses for a lot of those, along with their holos of the evolution lines. I love the Zorua. I posted about that on Instagram recently. I have the Haunter, which is cool, and the Holo Gengar. I love this Mismagius, too, by Kawayo, my favorite artist. That's amazing. I love the Zoroark by Koki Saito. The holos did not come in Pokeball Reverse, which was stupid. They didn't start doing that until 151. Yeah. I love the Spiritomb. It's very good. It's by Sui. You can't even really see the holo. There it is. Yeah, very good. And I have this Radiant Eternatus. That's my only Japanese Radiant card. I just wanted at least one of them because the holo pattern is much better in Japanese than English. And then I have a reverse from Shiny Star V, and then a reverse from VMAX Climax. I'm missing a reverse from V-Star Universe. I need at least one of those. I have some 151 reverses and holos that I pulled myself. This was from one of the promo files, all 3 of those. And then just random Scarlet Violet holos from my box I opened of Cyber Judge. I do have a reverse from Terrestrial Festival down here. I'm going to fill in the spots with other random reverses. But I also I'm working on a spread of 18 reverses from Terrestrial Festival. One of each type, and then some extras of the normal types and trainers. So yeah, wow, 38-minute video. Holy crap. Yeah, if you watched all this, you're a real one. Listen to me ramble about Japanese cards that I am in love with. Very passionate about, obviously, Pokemon cards in general, but Japanese cards specifically. I do prefer, it is funny because I do prefer Japanese cards to English cards in almost every scenario. But English cards are just easier to get, obviously. And, you know, going to the store, you know, I have Cheese's Treasures, you know, in my home state. So it's like very convenient, but I do prefer Japanese cards in a way. I've always been obsessed with them. They're the reason why I taught myself how to write Japanese. So very important to me. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you did watch all this, thanks. And like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. All right, see ya.